We'll find out. I did not have the volume on. Amazing. Sam's got his on though. There's not going to be, obviously there's not going to be a first in YouTube since I just started it. I'll let that play a couple times and I'm going to jump down and hit the button. Hello everybody, welcome into Wednesday night, September 13th, 2023. Ken Stout Live with the Z00m Homies, the Z00m Homies with Ken Stout Live. I am your host, Ken Stout. In some circles, I'm known as the Ken or the Stout. And I see I forgot to enable the bell when someone sneaks into Zoom. Chris Garrett just snuck in. Oh, Chris. Oh, they can't hear you. Hang on, nobody can hear you guys yet. Now you should be able to be heard. Hello, Chris.
Hey.
Hello, William. Hello, Sam.
Hello.
And hello, Greg.
Hello, YouTube.
Hello, world.
According to the audio mixer, you guys are being heard. I sound like Jerry Springer. You are being heard. Oh, how's it going with everybody this evening?
I'll give you a free stove.
I'm doing all right.
Good.
Don't take his free stove, though.
Free stove?
Yeah.
You gonna deliver it?
You can't cook in it.
Oh, well. All right. I'll bite. What's going on?
This is the fourth set of baking elements is burned out.
They don't cost that much. I had to replace mine under $25.
Probably lasts about 4 months.
No, 3 or 4 years.
Someone needs to tell these elements that.
Yeah, it starts getting expensive when you have to replace it every few minutes.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, if how big is it? How many burners?
4 burner.
And an oven?
Yeah.
All you got to do is open up your oven door. There should be a metal label that tells you the model and serial number. All you need is the model number. Throw that into Google. You can get it for under $25.
Not a glass top stove, is it?
No.
Okay.
It's $29 for the elements. A pot.
So how many elements does it have in it? Just one, or does it have 4?
It's got the boil element, but the boil element's never used.
Huh. But the stovetop itself doesn't work either?
No, stovetop works.
Oh, just the oven doesn't work.
Yeah, it's the bottom element.
I wouldn't have any problems with that. I don't bake much anyway. Sure. Deliver it. 501 West Church Avenue.
Okay. I always keep delivery, right?
Put it under my name and he'll be confused for months.
He's actually in the chat. He was
in the chat room at 4 minutes to go before showtime. He said, hello, everyone.
Especially saying an electrician would come wire it up for his room.
Only 2 1/4-inch screws. You take them out, you pull the wires off the spade clips, throw the old one away, slip the spade clips on, put the 2 nut 1/4-inch self-tapping screws in, and you're done.
See if that goes away. There we go.
Okay, when a new part gets here, I'll call you to come to install it.
Oh, you can't afford his installation fee.
I think I'm scheduled to be taking a nap.
So if anyone's,
the state
Go
of
ahead.
Arkansas is going to pay for it.
yeah, really. I did some changes to OBS today, and the only thing I haven't gotten quite where I want it yet is actually the Zoom window over the clocks. We just flipped them around. That was suggested by Wintermute, and I'm going to give it a go to see another trial. Wonder what Doug's going to say about that tomorrow. The more people that get in here, I think it'll balance out. So far, it looks like when there's 5 of us that it's not centered over the clocks. It was centered with 3 earlier, but we'll see. Hopefully, we'll get enough people in here tonight, 6, 7, 8, 9, or whatever. Bobby Warren says hi. Tony Wallow says good evening. One Fish says ho. Sam was 3rd. Alex was 4th. Greg was 6th. He's getting ready to cook his dinner. I sure hope his heating element doesn't go out. Jeff Ryman's first, last, and only from Las Vegas. Yeah, we got to work on that, Jeff. I need to get with you, and I can send you some business cards I've got to hand out to people. Maybe that'll help. Oh, wait, that's for Brian Lightfoot. That's not going to help me out. We will. I'd like to get some more out of Vegas. You do notice there's a second name now under PHT. We added a clock. When I say we, I mean Wintermute. Added a clock for us last night so we could put Mrs. K and Leone, I think is how you say that name. I'm not sure. She is in the Philippines, and she is a woman, and she does watch quite a bit of stuff, both on Facebook and on YouTube. I want to get with someone later this week. Won't be tomorrow because we are golfing. Mrs. K is now working Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. She was only scheduled Saturday and Sunday, but now she's working Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday's show will be late, I'm quite sure, because I'll be with my mom until about 8:30. I will try to get back to have it on time, and we'll see. We'll go from there. Tuesday is golf. Wednesday, I'm back at Mom's. Thursday's kind of a flip day right now. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we are contemplating going out of the state again. I don't know if that's happening yet for sure or not. We will see. Cross that bridge, as they say, when it is in front of us. I appreciate everyone that watched today's color, which was brought to you by Great Guy. Dark gold was the color. Tomorrow will be pink, as recommended by William Dawson.
So you gonna do that every day?
For about a week, I am, Chris, and I'm doing it. It truly is a test. It truly is a trial. I'm doing it to see if it garners 2 things: views and subs. So far, I'm 0 for 3 days on subs, but the views are up. Today's views was 20 views the last time I checked. But then again, I checked about 5 minutes later, and YouTube's analytics said there were no views. Yet it showed 20 views while it was streaming. I don't get it. And again, that's what I was getting ready to say. I want to get with someone that understands the analytics and how it works and what exactly it means. Not going to Chicago.
Sorry, I'll be sleeping.
Doggone it, Greg, you were the first 5 names on my list to get a hold of on this. Oh,
Sorry.
I don't know, Tony. Maybe we're going to Chicago. I don't know. I will tell you what Mrs. K's original suggestion was, and I don't think you guys can understand and appreciate how quickly I said no. Her original suggestion was, why don't we go pick up Josh Kinder, and then why don't we go down and visit Arkansas? And I said, before the Arkansas, before the saw got out of her mouth, I was like, no. And it's not that, well, no, that's not happening this weekend.
I think
Tony says, darn.
I I think you might need a better plan for that.
Yeah, well,
that
okay,
spontaneously.
not on 3 days. I mean, there's all kind of reasons as to why it's not happening on 3 days. One, it's a 6 hour drive to Pittsburgh, so there's 6 hours lost, and then it's a 9 hour drive from our house to Alex's house, so that's 15 hours in one day. And then you're going to rush around and try to do something the next day, only to leave the next day bright early before the sun comes up, so that you can get everybody back home. And he's in the car. I told you. Hello, Alex.
I just got out of church. I'm sitting at the dollar store.
Well, that explains some of the reason as to why you're late sometimes. Forgot to make co-host. Let me make co-host in case anybody wants. Well, I don't have it set though, but just in case, I
Watch
will.
out for them dollar store items. They got a lot of phony stuff in there with bad chemicals on it.
I've heard that before. I actually
Vitamins
have.
they tested the vitamins that they bought in China, and they had the same yellow paint that they used on the streets.
In the vitamins.
Right.
Wow.
Shampoo has got chemicals in it, conditioner, phony Colgate toothpaste imported from Japan that had bad chemicals in it.
What dollar store was it?
The one in Sheridan, Arkansas.
Well, one of the $3 generals we have, the one closest next to the church, right across the street from our church. That's the one my mom always goes to. That's where she buys all her milk from these days, because she don't like going all the way to Walmart or all the way to the Mad Butcher just to get a milk, and then have to walk all the way to the back of the store.
Convenience. We're a society of convenience. I mean, and it's not like Sheridan's a metropolitan, like, I don't know, say Indianapolis or even Charleston, Illinois.
I know that's what I seen something on Facebook just before I went to church that said, why is everybody moving to Sheridan? Because it's a small town of 5,000 people with a low crime rate and all that. But the more people that move in here, the higher the crime will be.
Yeah, possibility of that happening. That's very true. All right, what is going on here? I'm trying to do something in the background, and I'm not being very successful at it.
Ken, what's been going on with you today? I haven't heard from you all day. I called Josh today.
Well, I've been kind of busy today. I got some work done. Got up
I did
just
put
in.
your video on, and I did put your video on, so you got a view from me.
Which video did you?
The one from today,
All right, the one about colors, or
the gold color one, the solid.
yeah, yeah. I appreciate that. Yesterday's purple got no views according to the one time I looked at analytics, and the other time it got like, I don't know, I'll have to look them up again. Today's live stream had 3 hours of watch time the one time I checked it, and then when I checked it maybe 5 minutes later, it had 0 views, 0 watch time, 0 all the way across the board. So I don't, excuse me, I do not understand it.
So I saw the gold live stream a while ago, but now I don't see it.
It's still there. I haven't done anything with it.
I clicked on live and I don't see it. Oh, okay. It says trying a new concept. Okay, I see it now.
Right, trying a new concept, and then it had
32
identified.
views.
How many, Chris?
32 views.
Oh, good. See, that's good.
I
Picking up
haven't watched-
speed.
I haven't watched the whole thing, but I just zoomed through it. I didn't know exactly what it was, but
It's it's an hour long of that color and nothing else. No audio, no text, no videos, no pictures, no nothing out. It's an hour long of that text. It's a test. It's a trial. I'm going to do it through Sunday or Monday, and at the end of that time period, I'm going to not do it until I look at the analytics or get with someone that can help me with the analytics to understand and fully get an idea of what's going on. It's the same thing with this show. For the next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 4 days, I'm going to run it for 30 minutes or right around 30 minutes just to see, because I heard, saw, read, watched somewhere where after about 30 minutes, people lose interest and they no longer watch. Unless your name's Alex Cheek and you no longer watch at all because you don't ever start to watch, so that don't count.
They'll watch the color longer than they would.
The Alex, I'm not keeping a secret from you. I was busy all day. Darren and I actually, here's irony for you. Darren and I got together and did a project on DaVinci Resolve. As soon as I uploaded it to YouTube and exited DaVinci Resolve, great guy comes into Zoom. I mean, literally the second I clicked on to shut DaVinci Resolve off, Greg came into Zoom. It was so funny. It was very ironic, very, very funny. But yeah, that's about 26 seconds long. I'm going to have her shoot, when we're doing a short, we're going to have to do it in portrait and not landscape, so that way it'll be a true short instead of having the landscape, because I don't think it goes into the short category when it's in landscape mode. Again, I don't know for sure, but we will see. Then I took Mrs. K to work. I did 3 loads of clothes. I dried 2 loads of clothes. One's drying right now, and I folded a load of clothes. I've been relatively busy today. Oh yeah, and I took a nap. Actually took 2 naps. So I don't know why you think I'm keeping a secret from you, because I'm not.
He's muted. He's talking to somebody, Alex.
He's probably in the car. They're probably headed home.
My mom got in the car. He just got in the car, so yes, I'm
right. Yeah. So
headed home.
Yep.
Headed home from church.
Robert says, sounds like I run things around. Oh, you know I do. I'm the king of this household. Let me tell you. I will say though, she did cook breakfast this morning. Well, actually, it was this afternoon. It was pretty good too. It was different. Chicken salad with toast, or chicken salad with bread and butter and jelly. Not as a sandwich either. It was, the bread was separate. It was actually really good. She made her chicken salad this time around was a little different. I can't put my finger on what it is. I was teasing her. I've known she puts grapes in it for a long time, and the other day she was making it. I watched her chop the grapes up. I go, "You put grapes in this?" Of course, that didn't go over well, but I've known for a long time. Yeah, Greg guy has taught me very well. Yes, very well. If he could only get the DaVinci stuff down pat now, that would be good.
I was busy going to Lowe's and cutting my grass and watering my grass seed.
Yeah, I'm holding out on my grass. The lack of rain, and we're getting into the latter stages of September. I may get away with not cutting it one more time, even though I'm supposed to cut it. I've noticed a really good change in the fact that it no longer looks as bad as it used to. That's what we got to do. What day was it? I got to go back and look at that email. See what day the HOA meeting is. My little brother's up at the amphitheater watching a rock concert with a group called Cake. Never heard of them. Apparently they're pretty popular. He posted a bunch of pictures. That was about my day right there.
I watched Rare Earth in concert.
On YouTube or on TV?
Yeah, YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah. The golf cart that I ordered was scheduled to be here on the 20th. It's now going to be here per the email on Friday, which will be good. The only thing is I couldn't get the wheels in the color I want. I ordered it in the color I wanted, but I got an email saying that it's going to be in a different color. So I don't know if they're out of that or they just didn't see that I wanted it in a different color or what. And that's fine. Like Greg said earlier, that's what they make paint for.
Now, when the HOA president steps out, get the nice liquid fertilizer, fertilize his yard daily.
Yeah, really. Hey, what are your... Yeah. Nah, I wouldn't do that.
When it grows 2 inches a day on them.
I don't know how fast grass grows, to be honest. Our grass really doesn't look that bad. We've got a few weeds in one area, and it's not grass, it's weeds. And it's somewhat barely visible. I mean, you almost have to get out of your car and walk into the yard to see it. If I get another one, I will go out and cut it. Or better yet, remember back in the days when you used to burn in the springtime?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wonder how well that will go over.
Just don't be there when it happens.
Now, somebody's got to control it. I don't want to burn the house down. I want to just burn the dead grass. All right, my team is winning. Top of the ninth. 1 on, no outs.
Who's your
They're
team?
up 4-3. Do what, Chris?
Who's your team?
I follow Cincinnati Reds. I followed them since I was a kid. Everybody else in the state of Indiana follows the Chicago Cubs, who got beat by Colorado. So that, if Cincinnati can hang on and win, that'll help them out in the push for the playoffs, which will be over here in about 10 games. I don't think they're going to make it, but we'll see. And then the division leader is currently losing, but Cincinnati's way out of the division lead. They stand an outside chance of making the playoffs only because they added the wild card years
Right.
ago.
Braves beat the Phillies.
Yeah, Atlanta's at 96-50. They're leading their division. Milwaukee's 81-63, leading the Central. Cincinnati's 75-71. So they're 6 games out in the win column and 8 games out in the loss column. And I've never figured out how they figure games behind because there's some combination of wins and losses. But they're 6 games behind. There's only 10 games left. So theoretically, I guess if Milwaukee goes on an 0-10 losing streak and Cincinnati goes on a 10-0 winning streak, they could overtake them, but it's not going to happen. Chicago's 78-69, solidly second place in the wild card, and again Cincinnati's 75-71. So they're 2 games behind, 3 games behind in the win, and 2 games behind in the loss column. So we will see. We will see.
Shout for them Cubs.
Yeah. Cubs will get to the World Series and then something disastrous will happen again. There'll be a fan reach over the wall just as the guy's getting ready to make the catch. Oh, that poor man. That poor man. They did win it in 2016, The last time they won it prior to that was 1908. I'm not going to do the math on that, but that's a long time between winning the World Series. Cincinnati, I think, has 4 or 5. I'm thinking they won it in the 70s. I want to say back to back, but I'm not 100%. My memory's not what it used to be. Yes, 1919, 1940, 75, 76, and in 1990 they won it. So back when they were the big red machine, back when all pro sports, in my very limited, humble opinion, was actually still a game and not a business. Greg and I were talking about that earlier today, that the money these pro athletes make these days is just unbelievable. And it's a business. It's no longer a game. It is truly a business. And that's across the board. Now, I don't know the NBA and in the old days, the ABA. Anybody remember the ABA? Only me? I'm the only one that remembers the ABA, American Basketball Association.
I remember it a little bit.
Yeah. Denver, Indianapolis, Kentucky, New Jersey. Let's see, Utah Stars, Utah Stars back then. Now they're the Jazz, because there were only, I think, 4 teams that came over when the ABA went belly up: Indiana, Utah, New Jersey, and maybe San Antonio. I'll have to look that up sometimes. I know Utah, Indiana, and New Jersey are 3 of the 4. I don't remember the 4th one. If Wintermute was in the chat, he'd probably already have the answer for me. So, anyway, how we got on sports tonight, but we'll have call-in sports show one of these nights. All right, I'm going to press the button to show the creds. Yeah, I'm going to push the button to show the email, which the button is not working now. How interesting. The button worked earlier today. There we go. Maybe. Wow, long delay on YouTube tonight. There we go. If you would like to join us on Zoom, send me an email at Z00m @gmail.com. I currently do not have anything in there because I'm looking right at it, and I will get the credentials to you. We have a standing rule that you will not get the creds while we're live streaming to join us. You have to join us after the show first, and then go from there. It's just something we've found as a collective group that works out really good. So, having said that, it's 9:29. I started a little bit after 9 or right at 9, and I am going to try to keep it at the 30-minute mark just to get it's a test. And I will see tomorrow. I don't know about Daily Da Vinci. There will be the color. It will be William Dawson's pink. Now, William, I got to get with you afterwards. I have 2 shades of pink. I need you to choose which one you want. We'll do that here in a minute. And then Friday, I have another request for a color that I've already found, and it's different. I will say that. So I want to thank everyone for being here. Bobby Warren, Tony Wallow, Robert Michael, One Fish 26, Alex Cheek, Chris Garrett, and of course, the grumpy guy out of Maryland, Greg Guy, who, by the way, was 6th place. Yes, take full credit for that, Greg. Greg, stop doing the cartwheels. It's not that important. Good night, everybody.
Do jumping jacks if you want.
No. What is it with you guys?